Viper with that information. This is worthless.
He believed in his own interest that it is valuable.
Right. It's not that his interests and what's best are misaligned here.
Right. Mm-hmm. Does he stay, or is he...
He just takes in your words. Have you at least determined if there's merit to doing it?
To your offer.
Correct.
Do you know what happens to all the missing women?
There are unspeakable things that happen in Brigandale.
Unspeaketh both things wrought by the hands of man, or something else?
I am not sure they're so dissimilar. But I do understand that to talk about it is to be known. And to be known is to be seen.
Then we'll not make you speak of it any more than you already have.
But should that be the dividing line, if we can accomplish a similar goal, then I can get you the information you want. Even if it puts my own life at peril to do so.
Kind of side-eye Ward. do they understand what we're talking about? Did
We gave her the
put them in?
debrief on everything, right?
Okay.
When she showed up, so... Can I roll, like, a history or survival on Dark One creatures that can survey when they, like, detect that they're being discussed, like their name is spoken, speak my name thrice and I shall appear, sort of shit?
Ooh, that's fun.
Yeah.
I'm sure 100% confident that some of them have the capability. I'm just wondering if any of them are more likely.
I mean, that kind of sounds like how dark ones can like sense when they're being sensed, almost.
It
Only
feels
to
like
a
similar
higher
vein,
degree,
yeah.
even. Yeah.
Thought virus.
Oh no, not again.
You're touching on some stuff that I think warrants a roll.
What
Any way I
role
could
would it be?
assist, or because he's... You're not telling us this. You're on. Sorry.
Nope.
It sounds like a survival. I could see a survival. Although I could also see a nature.
I remember I have this feature for once.
Yeah.
Oh.
Can I do this check too if I have the same feature?
So that would become 18.
Mm-hmm. Okay. There are certainly things that exist, like you have alluded to, right? That sensed when their presence is put into the ether.
Interesting.
Right?
That's a
And
very
like you
specific way of
said-
describing it too.
Thought viruses, right? Things that can spread through things. Well, that's certainly something you know can happen.
Looks at reports.
So, if they're being so hush-hush about it, then that might be what's happening here. It might not be something physical, but something more abstract that spreads that way. Like a sickness.
Some sort of mimetic virus. Okay. Interesting.
As you go through this, he just says, I will not press you further. It would not be gracious to do. Think on it, but understand if you do find this thing, then our window has closed.
Why do you say that?
He just looks over. Plausible deniability goes out the window.
A scapegoat.
Plausible deniability may not be needed. For your method, maybe. But there are more ways to pluck a chicken. Skin an egg, what's the saying?
Skin a cat.
Why would you skin a cat?
It's just the phrase. Don't think about
Say you're
it.
skinning cats.
I'm not scared.
Regardless, there's more ways to make an omelet. That's what it is. I suppose you
Oh
didn't get that today.
no, we really should have actually.
The
Just-
Jackson omelet. Sebastian did not actually say that.
Yeah, wait a minute, he's French.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's
Of
in his
course,
blood.
that's what an omelet is.
Just don't be surprised, kid, if we bag this thing and haven't spoken to you about it yet. Your offer, that is. But know that it's being looked into.
I understand. I trust in you to do what's best for everyone.
Maybe not everyone.
I trust in you to make the utilitarian option.
Tap's temple.
Good luck in your investigation. You will be in my prayers.
What was his name again? Not Fulton's the youngest. Wasn't Theodore?
Number 2.
Dutch.
Don't think it's Dutch.
What's that guy's name again?
I have a plan, Watchman.
Why are these floors so fucked up?
Arthur.
So we get to it then.
You have anything to?
Thinking on it, and what we know about this creature. It scares children in their sleep. It's definitely nightmarish. I think I know what we're looking for here.
Kidnapping bad children and the like. You have an idea.
I'm a goblin. It comes from somewhat of my people.
He said it, not us.
What are we doing with you, Ranger Booyag?
I think it's a bugbear.
He said the word. He said the words. What do any of us know about bugbears?
Torture civilians to get this
Okay.
information.
Yep, let's go to our nature checks.
Uh,
Or religion.
Religion.
I don't think this would be survival.
Well,
Nice Viper. Nice Lucian.
Okay.
I mean
Got it.
Janie.
trash.
There you go. I put their names in. You should be able to see them.
I don't know if it's gonna help. Can I
We're in the
give
sixth quarter.
Viper a +5 for a 32?
Holy
my
shit!
God.
Viper knows everything. He's
Oh,
unlocked
yeah,
his third
I
eye.
killed one of these 2 weeks ago. Why didn't you guys just say so?
That's really good.
bullshit.
Yeah.
And could I give Lucian guidance?
Absolutely, yeah.
Oh, you're giving me guidance? Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'll roll it. I just have it
I like
Everybody.
that
here.
Lucian, the resident indoor kid, has a +11 to nature,
It's so backwards.
and the rangers have like shit nature.
Actually, yeah,
You know,
He's read a lot about nature.
You know,
Yeah,
that's
it's
fair.
red nature. Well, the thing is, that would be more applicable to survival.
Man,
right? For
that
rangers.
Yeah, it would.
That reminds me of this one Naked and Afraid episode I watched where it was this dude's first time surviving. But he had read like every book on nature and knew all the plants and everything about them.
Oh, damn.
So that's
He's like,
Lucian then.
The naked, not the
Yeah.
kid.
Yeah. It was funny.
Just walks
When
up
you
to
He
say
ended up
first
making
time-
it too.
When you say first time surviving, does that mean he's been dead the whole time?
Yeah, he was dead.
He came back to life, right? Right, understandable.
Well,
I
he's
died.
an Asian guy who wasn't a doctor or lawyer, so I assume he was at least dead to his parents.
Oh no, 100%. Yeah, yeah. So. It's okay.
I don't
Wait,
get
I'm
it.
an Asian guy that has Asian parents.
Are you doctor? You come back. You tell me when you doctor.
Oh God, that it's getting real.
Oh God,
What
Dad.
accent is that? I don't
You
even
can
know.
tell. You can tell he's been
Happy
traumatized.
Father's Day.
PTSD. PTSD, please. Thank you. Thank you.
That's funny.
The
that's
P in
funny.
PTSD in this case isn't post; it's parental.
All right, so let's Jesus.
God.
Okay,
Bring it
so
back.
between the two of y'all with your really fantastic roll,
Mhm.
putting all the pieces, bugbears are goblinoid adjacent, but they're different, right? Because these are nightmare creatures. They actually grow stronger from the more terror they create.
A literal terrorist.
Right. They do undergo apotheosis if they can create and seed enough fear to become type 4s. But they're type 1s because they were first human. So some
wait,
creature,
human,
not necessarily humanoid.
Human. Okay. I was like wondering. Damn terrorist. Would an evolved bugbear post apotheosis have the capability of discerning, because it stems from terror and fear about itself, have the ability to detect when people are talking about it or its actions?
If it apotheosis, absolutely. With a 32, absolutely.
Well, currently, well, if it's still a type 1, no.
And these things are born, quote unquote, from previously being humanoid. Like there's no drive for reproduction or anything like that.
Correct.
Damn it, there goes that idea. I was like, oh, the Brigandale Papa bugbear put its kid here.
How do I say this? They are born out of hatred.
The conditions that made a bugbear in Brigandale might have come here, and then a new one was made.
Or it actually is a local that's being abused. I mean, in fairness, a lot of people that start getting abused. Do we have when we went to go? When people went to go talk with the natives, did they give a head count? Like, oh, all of ours are still here. No.
They don't speak.
Two of them do.
I don't know what numbers.
Two of them
is.
do. Well, let me correct that. Two of them are more active above.
The clarification makes me suspicious.
Right, and those two are, that guy. What's his name?
And that guy, Elijah.
Elijah
Hmm.
and Jon Snow.
Now, did you ever confirm that?
No,
That they're the
but
only
like
two on the
Columbo, I
surface?
have a hunch.
So, what do we think? That there was a third one that was active on the surface that became the bugbear?
Oh,
That or it was one of the missing kids. If they were bad kids, right?
I will say with a 32, it absolutely acts in that folkloric way. The terror it spread is isolated to bad children. It will act outside of that if it has to, but that's not what satisfies it.
This might be a weird thing to ask the code of ethics for a dark one. Whereupon does it determine bad?
Great question.
Hmm.
we'll have
Well,
to ask.
we can recite philosophy at its corpse afterwards. Okay. Anyone else have any questions? I have a couple, but
I think
Sebastian will totally just share this. By the way, like he's not
Right.
gonna keep any of this info
Very
quiet.
What type would a bugbear be? I say in character.
It's a type 1, the
do you
same
say?
one we detected the other day ago.
Yeah, jerk a pogs at Saturday.
To pogs.
Well, in hindsight, I feel like a jackass for not pursuing that more, but we couldn't have really known, could we?
You couldn't have known at the time,
It's
Right.
Duskland, and it could be
but we know now.
yeah, which means that if you ping it again and there's only one dark one, but then how wide is the radius?
Around about a mile.
About a mile. If it's only one dark one within a mile of this place, then we have it.
If we do pursue that specific avenue, we should be ready to move. Because it might detect that it's being detected and start fucking running.
We can leave town and begin closing distance before you do detection. Bugbears.
Yes.
They seem decently clever. Do they make traps? Do they trap their abodes? Is that a known phenomena?
I wouldn't say particularly no.
Okay, so if we manage to find its lair,
They're much more ambush hunters.
well, let the hunter become the hunted.
They're masters of the ambuscade.
Other question, because it's able to get into places that are closed off, no breaking or entering of like the windows and stuff like that. Is it an incorporeal creature?
No, it is definitely a physical creature.
Good. We like a tangible core.
How does it get around into stuff? Shadow arts or something
Long arms.
functionally equivocal?
Well, given that
Should
they
be
are
10 feet's worth.
creatures of the
Or beyond 10
shadows,
feet's worth. Okay.
then it picking up these skills or having these skills before its apotheosis aren't out of the question.
Okay, so
Right,
they have
like it had to transmogrify from a humanoid to a type 1, and then it has to apotheosis from a type 1 into a type 4.
Gotcha.
What does the word apotheosis mean exactly? Is it like just...
Ascension.
Ascension.
Correct.
As well as, like, small note about bugbears. They're just there to spread terror. What do they do with, like, if they capture people?
They
to spread
don't. I'm assuming.
They can,
They can't.
But do they need to?
because just like the mage hunter you found, the kill is sweeter the more the terror is provoked.
Right.
And it feeds off that terror. So is there a chance that the children are alive?
There
Exactly.
is.
And he's just, like, torching them effectively.
Don't imagine the first ones are alive.
Probably not. This
Less
planet
likely.
feeds him. Yeah.
Yeah.
But there might be a few. And if we set this guy off, he might go and just off them.
But I ask
So-
you this.
Hmm.
Why do you think you're seeing a 12 to 15 day cycle?
Might be how long it takes for them to die.
She's on her period.
Ah, damn.
I'm so sorry.
No, you're right. You're right. Speaking
Katie's right. We are assuming this bugbear is a guy. We have no proof of that. Right? We shouldn't incorporate that women are incapable of
It
spreading.
was out before I knew I was gonna say it.
That's what he did.
Yeah, sometimes they surprise you.
Put up.
Said
But
every
just-
girl wearing khakis in middle school.
Oh yeah, that should be.
that was a sigh of I have experience with this personally.
No.
Oh, no.
Why do parents let their daughters do that?
I don't know. It's
Why did
cool.
my Catholic school mandate that?
Mantails.
Oh, there it is. Yeah,
Right on.
yeah. It's rough
Christ.
out there. It's rough out there.
Anyways,
Anyways,
why is this bugbear killing a kid?
Yeah, fucking
No,
bugbear,
bugbear,
right?
right.
Yeah. So bugbears. Yeah, bugbears.
yep. So
So-
just one little thing. I really feel like there's the time of the month where Captain Diana is super strong for some reason.
No.
All right. All right.
Anyways,
Any more? Anybody?
nope.
Oh,
That's
Oh,
All
Jesus.
right, we're cut it out. Cut it. Okay, so 10 to 15 day return cycle. Return to grab another kid. Why?
But probably
Is-
because, like, my first
that-
thought goes to that being how long they typically live for.
That's a simple
Potentially.
answer. How long can you survive
the-
without food and water? I think food is like
Water is
It's-
like
it's-
3 days.
Yeah, it's like 3 days, 3 weeks, 3 this, 3 that is like the general.
3 minutes.
No,
per person or
rule.
you
something.
you can do about a month, but like
These are children, and they're not trained for it.
not a child yet. Not a child.
3 days without water,
Yes.
3
A
without
child.
food, 3
A-
months without
A
internet.
child.
No.
I don't think most people could survive 3 seconds.
Oh fuck! I need my water, right?
Is
Remember to hydrate.
I'm wondering if it's like
Trying
in
to.
regards to the terror. Like, does it like in 10 to 15 days do people just sort of stop giving a shit? So that's why it comes back to just renew a sense of terror. Because like Melissa talked about it, she's like, yeah, no one fucking cares. And
That's
given the
probably-
guard's disposition on Court's disappearance and Court's own parent, like father, not caring, like it's like, oh yeah, no one cares about the disappearing kid except the mom, and she died within a 10 to 15, day period.
I think you're putting some clues together.
Thank you. Where's my cookie? So 10 to 15 days for it to renew a sense of terror, to make it the new norm. Just similar to those disappearing women. It just happens. That's the way it is around here.
So
That also explains why they never hit the same place twice.
Right, to get widespread terror.
Yeah.
I
And
think you're putting a
but-
lot of stuff together.
by the time it's done doing all this, it will be doing its apotheosis. And then it will be just in charge of this town now. Or maybe I'll go fuck over Brigandale, that dark creature or whatever it's in charge over
well,
there.
did it start in Brigandale and move over here,
I don't
or is
think
Brigandale
so.
like something else?
I
don't
think
think
y'all are.
so.
I think y'all are putting a lot together. And much like Fairfax, the Lady of Renewal didn't start overnight.
Hmm.
Interesting. It needs, so we need to. Why did it change its MO though? From
Because
women to children.
Why would it-
Because children create more fear.
because
Maybe it just needs to do 2 different things. A different type of terror.
Maybe.
Different brand. Diversify your terror portfolio.
Or maybe it's a new bugbear.
That's all I was wondering. I don't think so.
Or a huge chunk of this town came from Brigandale, where it sounds like women going missing was
becoming
Normal.
again was
Normalized.
norm. So
So what? It
Oh wait, when you said a new bugbear,
bug,
okay, I got that crossed in my mind. Yeah, it probably is a new bugbear. Got that brain crossed.
A new terror for a land of new opportunities.
If it were the one from Brigandale, an old one, or if it weren't, I'm super sorry. If this were a new one, the old one in Brigandale is doing whatever. That one would have a vested interest in killing this one. Competition.
Yeah.
Right? And given that it does seem that the mayor or the government is connected to the disappearing women, or at least the hush hush factor of it.
we did
I
hear
mean-
that there was a mayor of Brigandale, which, I mean, is it possible that this bugbear was him at some point?
Maybe.
I mean, The hush hush nature could just be because this guy's a sleazeball and wants to look better than he actually is, like to any people outside of this town.
Well, but this
That
mayor,
wouldn't connotate to everyone else we've interacted with that's hush hush about it.
the mayor of Daleburg has nothing to do with Brickendale.
Hey, let me ask you. So you said everyone's hush hush about it, even if they've moved on.
Mhm.
So it's kind of like it's become a new
Commonplace?
permanent fear.
A trauma.
So he's trying to do that with children now.
So it's become something that's perpetual.
So they're
Self-sustained
constantly terrified and horrified of whatever's happened to these people.
of women going missing in Brickendale, or women going missing, and now perpetual fear of children.
So he could just constantly become powerful no matter what.
Self-sustaining, yeah.
I think I'll putting it together.
So this might be a type 1, but it's gonna be like an A or S tier type 1 because this fucker would be strong at this point.
He hasn't hit apotheosis yet.
He might be close.
And
I don't know. We
won't
don't
get
know how
the
long he's been
chance.
doing
That's sort of what our job is, isn't it? To make sure he doesn't get there.
it. We don't
Hmm.
know.
Speaking of that, where is he at?
Well, don't ping him here. We
Yeah,
need
I'm
to
not
get
gonna
out of
do it.
town.
Should
I'm
we
just
get out of town, or
wondering.
should we ping in the middle of town to where you destined?
Yeah,
What we could
Because
do.
it was on the outskirts.
Well, okay. Well, let me ask this: when you pinged him the first time, where were you, and what direction did you go?
We
were
were by
here.
the great tree.
It was
Right?
we were. Oh yeah, no, we were about here ish.
So you guys are already in the center of town and pinged him.
Yeah. And he was at the edge of town. He was about where we entered.
Okay,
So
so
we
we
might
should
as
just
well
go.
go-
Could you take us to that map? Oh,
Yeah, that'd be useful.
Oh, sorry, are we on the town map right now?
No, there's
Well,
a
the town
bigger
map, but
one.
there's a bigger map.
Yeah.
Oh,
a
like a
region.
region
There's a
map.
regional map.
Oh, okay, I gotcha.
no,
Yeah,
from
actually,
one
this
style.
X.
Oh, that black X. Yeah. Oh, wait, I put that there.
Yeah, we were about
Wait, so-
here-ish
I'm
and
so awesome.
reached to there.
So,
You are.
so you guys were here, and that's where you detected it, or
No.
this is the location that you detected.
Yeah.
That's where
was, like,
we
here-ish
that's
in
where we
town.
pinged it.
We
We
hit
were
there.
in the
That
we
goes
were
up this
sort of towards the center of town. We detected it there. at the black X.
Then do we even need to ping it a second time?
If that's its
Well,
base, then
Oh,
it would be nice
that-
to confirm
this-
it. If
it
it's in
was
that
right
spot,
next-
then yeah.
It was right
where
next
we
to
walked
the
across.
log we crossed. Yeah, so I doubt it like lives there. So it may not be.
Did you guys give it a bridge to get to town with?
We didn't give it. It
Man.
was already there.
Yeah, we didn't
Which,
build
in
it.
hindsight, it was probably there because it was using that as a way to get across. It was very not really detectable. We had a stupid
and
high
it doesn't
score.
want to swim.
I mean, nothing wants to go in that fucking water.
A Type 1 wouldn't want to step into the waters of a Type 6.
Uh-huh.
Ah,
Smart.
It's like
What we
Jujutsu
could
Kaisen
do-
shit.
What we could do is
Told you not to
station
come
ourselves out throughout the town, ping, and then wherever it pings, if it does ping, we tell whoever's closest, like, hey, it's in your location. Maybe go check it out, or maybe wait for us, and then we all move towards there.
I propose two things. We can either hunt or ambush it.
I propose that.
Because if we catch it crossing the log, it's fucking pinched.
Surprise, bitch. We have
And it
some
wouldn't
people
be
hiding in the
hard
trees,
to
we have some
like,
people hiding here.
because there is this lovely spell, and I'm pretty sure that log isn't larger than a 20-foot cube, and you don't see the alarm really. So if we want to ambush it, we'd have to. If assuming that is its like crossing point. If it's not the crossing point, then we're fucked.
A large creature touches.
I do like that.
You cast a
The-
spell, you-
The rub here is just putting ourselves in a position to capitalize on that. Because if it is crossing there, then perfect. But if it's not, then
That we're just
Yeah.
standing in the middle of the bush like
Whatever,
jackasses
where
and someone gets
it's an
kidnapped.
ambush.
Here's
Yeah,
a
and with
question.
the
Overestimate.
ambusher recognize an ambush.
I think
Can
it
you,
depends heavily on
you
where it
can-
pings.
if you can designate creatures that won't set up the alarm, can you designate like every creature except this fucking bugbear, or do we have to like?
I mean,
do we
it
have
doesn't
to
say
know-
how
I mean,
many
we
we could
could-
designate.
It doesn't say how many you can designate, but I think that they had to be around for you to designate. But also, like, just because like something gets pinged, the spell doesn't end.
Yeah, but okay, so we would all be in visual.
I mean, did you ever give Lucky back his spyglass?
Did
Oh
we?
no.
So we do have a spare spyglass that Lucky never took back.
I'm assuming we also have his watch still. Because
Probably.
keep it up on that.
Lucky is not good at keeping track of his own belongings.
He's gonna get
Not
back to base and be
keeping
like,
track
oh,
of
son
his
of a bitch!
He's like, oh yeah, let me check the fuck.
Every time.
Keep that spyglass in inventory. I fully added it there though.
So again, hunt or ambush, passive or active.
I
I-
want to go for active.
I'm in favor. Yeah, I'm in favor of hunt. If it pings somewhere on the other side of this bridge
It'll just be
after it already pinged here, then that's a pretty good indication that it does cross that that bridge. So then we
Fair.
can consider ambush. But for now, I'm saying hunt.
What do you think
Yeah,
are the
where
chances
does
of this thing having like
ping?
an underground like tunnel system?
Going underneath all of this, I don't think it would do, because supposedly the ancient evil is also subterranean.
True. And if he
So,
came across
like-
this way, then he'd probably bump into the people that live in the tree.
Mm-hmm.
But he might have like his own small network based off of the
I don't
Oh, what
think
were the
so.
little weasel fuckers?
Sickle
Sickle
stones?
stones.
Thank you, sickle stones.
Well,
Just
sickle
settle
stones
in their
burrow
homes.
for their habitat. They don't burrow.
Yeah,
to
that's true. Yeah. I'm getting too lost in the weeds there.
It's.
what were we
I don't
talking
think it's. I don't think it's relevant. Digging a tunnel underneath a river is very, very difficult and dangerous.
Yeah, it 'cause
It's
one
It's a
small
lot
move
of
drowning.
weight.
It's like digging straight down in Minecraft.
Shut
I
up.
will drown you alive.
Yeah. So just I'm nipped at the bud. If it's the case, then it's the case. So we're hunting.
Where does the dragon sense ping it? Because we're kind of like spinning the
Well, first things
lights
first.
here
What?
without making it any progress.
We should
Well, I
determine
say we-
where.
I say we go
Where-
just go here. Just go here and ping it a second time
We could.
because it's where I pinged it last time.
Yeah.
I think yeah.
And it's
I'm in
well
favor
within
of
the
that.
range, so it's like it was just happened to be there at the time. Yeah, like mile covers this whole fucking place, to be honest. Oh, it covers a fucking good area.
Wasn't huge.
Okay. So do we want to be on top of this when we do that, or like off here a little bit and then ping it?
We could be like on the outside of town,
I was
nearby.
just say we cross the river and ping it.
Right, so it doesn't have an escape option besides running into town.
How many
But
times
then
can
if
you
it's
use that and how
already-
frequently?
Like slipped in
Hi.
the town over here. You have to go back.
I don't think it's active right now.
Yeah, that creature now. Dragon Sense, I can... it'd have to be a second level slot to get more precise location on it, so I have 3 uses of that.
Okay.
So we go across the bridge.
I'm in favor of that. Anyone opposed?
Yeah. Should we
Nice.
update
Nice.
the
Mage Hunters.
mayor?
No, fuck the mayor.
Yeah,
Okay.
fuck them.
These hunters. Yeah.
There's also Tabitha if anyone wants to check in with her. I don't know
Oh,
what
yeah.
lead she would. I don't know what lead she would have that we didn't just get.
Maybe for non-mission reasons later.
Up to you guys. Sebastian just wants to notify the mage hunters, so that's where he's going. Now that we can leave again,
So that's the plan.
that's
Yeah.
the plan.
Okay.
All right. Type 1 in chat if you want to come with to go talk to the mage hunters. Type 2 in chat if you want to go find Tabitha and talk with her. Type 3 if you just want to go to the bridge.
Wait, give me that again.
1 is to come with Sebastian to go talk to the mage hunters. 2 is to go locate Tabitha, who's like a... Is she a guard? Like, what is she? I don't know what her role
She's-
is.
She's
she's-
just some kid that's taking care of the younger
Yeah.
kids.
Okay, yeah, so...
I was in front of the children.
Yeah, so 2 is that, and then 3 is just go directly to the bridge.
Let's see. Janie and Piper going to. Yeah, no, I'll just go to the bridge.
Yeah, I think the bridge is the best route here.
Okay.
Oh wait.
So y'all.
By doing this, are we saying that we're not updating the mage hunters?
Well, I'm gonna go update them
Okay.
regardless. Yeah, it's like split off.
Yeah. Yeah, good.
Yeah.
Really, yeah, is this really dividing and conquering?
I'll catch up with you afterwards.
Alright, be quick about it.
Before we do anything, we need to establish that we have been paid to do stuff here. If you hunted and this is fruitless, what have we done?
Wasted time.
Do you believe it better to wait, Lieutenant Well, for it to enter our midst?
I've been here less time than you. What do you think is going to lead to success?
Ambush predators very seldom consider themselves the targets of an ambush. It's a sense of condescension.
We didn't
Elegant.
know it was as simple as use his dragon sense, go kill the thing, and be done. That's why we didn't do it yet.
Understood. Do you think this is going to lead to success?
Yes.
Yes.
The chances are a lot higher than if we do nothing.
That's a yes.
Understood. I'm going to investigate some things here in town then. Follow the lead. If you find it, take it out.
Ward. You talked to the mayor about the tree.
I talked to Lucky about the tree first.
What do you have to say?
He explained the situation, and he explained the financial dispensation from it. Are you opposed to it?
Nuts.
Can I begin casting this just to make sure that there's not some sort of fucking magic ward of a different sort in here?
Mm-hmm.
Because the mayor is a spellcaster.
I am assuming you would not be in his estate.
Yeah, I
It's a big
thought we
chart.
would have
Yeah,
left.
we take a
Mhm.
little
Yeah,
dip.
it's
No,
sure.
you're good.
Mhm.
But you could definitely cast it. And, you know, Ward has some kit on it.
Mm.
Then
Are
I
you
will
doing
not.
his dirty work, or are you investigating the other missing people?
We're going to get multiple things done. If you think this is the best route to success, then I trust you to do it. I will handle the odds and ends that need to be done. See if there's anything else we missed, so that we can come back with a final answer.
When we debriefed with Furkai, I've like explained the full context of Adalea and what she really is. Dragon Mark,
Absolutely.
Outlander, not old.
Absolutely.
Gotcha.
Are you all opposed to the plan of poisoning the tree?
I abstain.
I mean, I'd be opposed, but as long as we could help them after.
I'm not exactly a fan of it.
I feel it's just damning them to their own death. It'd just be much slower.
I don't think we should do it.
I agree.
I understand that I will be acting of my own accord.
But you'll still do it.
I am still going to do it. That is correct.
Respectful.
Oh yeah? Are you gonna do it?
I am.
Why?
Because it's what we agreed to. It's what is furthering our alliances.
It's what's condemning a bunch of innocent people.
In technicality, Lieutenant Ward, I believe our contract here is for the Boogieman,
You are
No.
correct.
not the civil affairs of this town.
You are
one way or
correct.
another.
Our Black Watch contract is for that.
But this is additional contract to gain money as well as better standing with the Alliance.
This place and Brigandale and the people they report to in Megval will be reporting of what happened here. And our standing is not devised by our contract alone.
Well, then you should know that I've already sent word to Sister Cordelia, Sister of Light. I'm going to
What
try.
did she have? What did she have to say?
Oh, let me go over to the chat.
Ooh.
Oh, I have to scroll more than I thought.
Oh yeah.
I like the song.
I found it.
Yo.
We found it.
He gives a sigh and kind of looks up to the side. He says, she said she understood my concerns and she said, let me see what can be done. But she's a Sister of Light, so I imagine there's a lot she can do.
They have pull that we do not.
At the very least, she can get rid of this mayor. This, fourth-born son of a minor noble house.
Can I insight check Ward as this news is being delivered to her? Sebastian is wondering, yeah, it's a contract, not a Blackwatch contract. Does that mean she's the one getting paid for it? Money
Yeah.
to send back to her family.
Absolutely, check it out.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go.
That money's not on the Blackwatch table.
It ain't hitting our books, ain't hitting our margin line.
But it's definitely a lot of money that she can use.
Mm.
Pick
And
one,
especially
let's
if
go.
y'all are opting out of it.
Doesn't have to split it.
So what happens if we knock you out?
You'd be assaulting an officer.
And if the lieutenants are extensions of Captain Corvallis, you'd be knocking out Captain Corvallis, which, impressive enough as that is to say, can't say I approve of it. But that said, Ward, I don't approve of that either.
I understand your trepidations. If you want to abstain, keep your conscience clean, then do so. I will be proceeding with the mission as is.
Lieutenant
think-
Wald, do you trust my judgment?
I don't believe you would have survived in the Rangers without it.
Then allow me to give you an observation on a similar field I gave to the Lord Marshal. What happens when your siblings ask where the money comes from? Will you be able to look them in the eye and tell them the lives you sacrificed for it? If you have the conviction to do so, I respect that. I'm telling you this as a watchman to another. An experienced watchman looking upon the new one. Do not ruin yourself. It's bad for you and the watch.
I understand.
Good. I'll see you all later. Try to find the mage hunters.
And Jenny's going with them.
Let them? Believe so.
Uh,
Your call, mate.
So,
Fair enough.
so you care about Wachichi kids, but not ones born under a tree?
It's not just the locals that would suffer if this were to happen.
I do not believe it is his intent to kill them.
But how long do you think they would stay under his thumb? Do you really think they would peacefully serve? You didn't see what we saw. You didn't hear how they spoke. That tree goes down, that tree dies. This town dies with it. And so does every mother, child, innocent soul within its walls.
She nods. I
know.
understand.
Don't know how much corn was promised, but
So you're good with an armed rebellion and a bunch of people dying?
I think that's a question you need to ponder yourself, Seraph. Come on.
I believe you have a bridge to head to. She looks. It's 8:30 by my watch. When will you be back?
Can't say. How long would it take us to get there?
Not long.
Yeah, like fucking 10 minutes.
It's about a half a mile. Yeah.
In an hour?
10 minutes there, 10 minutes back. Maybe, yeah, an hour at the most. That's my prediction anyway.
Evening bell for curfew goes off at 8. Be back by 7:30.
He nods.
Suppose Bradford's the timekeeper then.
She takes her leave.
Well, I just lost all respect for Wardby. Let's go. Let's do the mission. Let's kill a thing.
Seraph. Save it.
I honestly can't say I'm surprised though. Can't.
What is that?
I talked to her a bit. It tracks. She's willing to sacrifice everything and then herself to save the kids that's under her watch.
Yep.
Well, herself to a degree. Regardless, unless we're going to physically do something about it, she has a right. We have a bridge to do. Take care of.